Hey guys, I sent you 7 videos to watch already, and then I just posted an 8th one here, the neutral zone face-offs. That's pretty quick, so watch that one before you watch this. In this scrimmage analysis video, I'm going to cover each of these briefly. A few of these go together. These are all relevant to breakout, these 3 and the stagger, so we'll cover that in one video. The D zone I won't cover yet. I'll do that in a dry land or on the ice. So this video won't have that. So essentially our video looks like this. We're going to have these 4 things, and let's just get right into the breakouts. Starting with this clip. The defense are Amelia and John. The caps are going this way. The no caps are going the other way. So you're going to see Bruce get the puck, and he throws it to the other side safely. Good move. So John gets the puck. So right off the bat, got to know your positioning. We need that D to D stagger. The D comes back together as a pair. So that would be Amelia. You got to be here. Wingers, if you're going to remember one thing in this video, go to the board. Whenever you see these breakouts, go to the board. Marshall, you're on the other side, go to the board. But you can't let Lily take the puck from you. Go to the board. Alright, so let's just keep playing it. So you see instead, Brooks goes all the way down. Or not all the way. Right, middle of the ice, not good. Middle of the ice, not good. We don't want to throw it to you and risk throwing it in front of our goalie. Right, so wisely, John throws it back there. Brooks go there. Now, in the future, I don't mind you guys switching spots like this. Really, it's not about being a defensive winger. It's really the second closest person. But at the time I started this clip, Amelia was the second closest person. Right, so anyway, Brooks gets the puck. As soon as he gets the puck, he should already be shoulder checking to see, hey, is my winger on the board like they're supposed to be? And you'll see nobody is there. And so Amelia, that's where you want to be. On the board, not the middle of the ice. Okay, ignore Adam for now. I forgot to put a cap on him, so I know everyone got confused. Right? So I don't want you receiving that. You should be on the board immediately. Right, so that's the first breakout. The next one, the puck is over here, and I'll get into the D zone positioning later. But you'll see Aiden, one of the wingers here. And Aiden, you don't want to go all the way toward the puck. You want to stay close to this defenseman because it'll make breaking out easier too. As you'll see here, Jackson gets the puck. And like I always talk about, no one's putting pressure on you. Stop behind the net. Stop behind the net. Initiating a breakout, stop behind the net. That's so important. If you have time, then give your teammates time to get to their positions. Alright, so now you see Aiden going to the board. It's not a bad job. And Jackson, you did pass it. Good job. Okay, we have no one on the other board. Well, kind of. But you guys are probably too low. Alright. So we have like 3 of them going on right here. So you'll see Amelia get the puck, and it just goes past that blue line. So on this delayed offsides, what you'll commonly see is everyone just waits till everyone gets onside. No. This is the puck retrieval thing I'm talking about. Get the puck, go back. Go back. Buy your time, give yourself some space, buy your team some time. And then we need a second player to stagger back with her. In this case, it's Marshall as the winger, is the second closest. Although, Adam, I prefer you do that job since you're the center. Alright, so she throws it in instead of going back. And you'll see Xander, plenty of time. Alright, did you shoulder check before you got the puck? You should shoulder check. See if your player's in the right spot. Lily kind of in the right spot. She's probably a little bit too far. Okay, so you go behind the net. Very good. Again, stop up. Alright, once you go this way, now it's like you have to skate it up or you have to hurry up and make a decision. Well, we have middle of the ice. Jackson a little bit far, not really in a great position. Lily's really the only one in a good position. So buy your team some time. Xander, as you went around the net, hold on, let me go back a little bit. You should already notice, she's calling for it because I heard her. I was telling you, board. And then I remember after you told me, hey, I didn't see anyone, no one was there. Well, you're supposed to look there in advance. Okay, making a bit of a scary play here, scaring me a little bit there. And you're going to see one more breakout here. So she'll throw it in again. Now I'm telling you, okay, board, look. Okay, so this is the problem, wingers, if you're too far. You should probably be around Honda, especially if you see Bodie there, because you'll see it gets picked off, right? Because she's too far. So that's another thing, all right? Don't be too far. And just the opposite side, you see Worm go there. Okay, not terrible, but again, I'd rather have the winger, like, you should be here, and as soon as Xander gets it, you should be going down here on the board, not too low. Alright, next thing, let's quickly go over neutral zone face-offs. Alright, we'll talk about what the winning team does and the losing team. So right off the bat, Chase, good win, going back. Remember winning it back. Gives it to John. He goes D to D. So not bad. Amelia, I would just like you to stagger a little bit more. It should be a backward pass. Now the problem here, you'll see, are the wingers. Marshall, as soon as you saw it go back, you want to get to the board immediately. Brooks, you saw that win back, you go to the boards immediately. And in this case, the D is just sitting here in the middle. You could have gone all the way to the blue line even. Remember, butt on the board, guys. Butt on the board. Butt on the board. Turn around, skate to the board, and then put your butt on the board. And unfortunately, Amelia has to kind of just throw it up to the middle. A little bit dangerous, but she had to get rid of it because she had no winger pass there. Let's look at the losing side. Here goes to John Lilly. As soon as you see it go back, you're going to put immediate pressure and get in his face. Okay, give him no breathing room. Nixon, instead of looking at the puck, your eyes are staring here. You need to cut this D to D pass off. You need to be ready to pick that off, because if you do, you can even get a breakaway. You need to be jumping right on the other D. The defenseman, this is why he's commonly seen. You guys just kind of stay put. You should not be doing that. You need to scoot up a little bit. Keep your eye on Patrick maybe, although that should be, keep your eye on Chase. Even though that should be Patrick's job. And then Mariella, you're going to scoot up here. Keep your eye on Marshall. Even though he's out of position anyway. Alright. So too far back. Too far back. Now Amelia, you should be on that left side too. Okay. Don't kind of wander towards the puck side. Alright, just a few minor points I want to point out with this one. Worm, make sure you line up right in front of Bradley. I like how Bradley's trying to cheat. That's what you want to do on a face-off. Okay, Rayon, scoot up right on that line. Okay, and then one thing I want to point out with Bradley, don't be a goon and just randomly whack the other person's stick. Right? And even worse, you're not hitting the puck forward. You're supposed to hit it back anyway. Okay, we'll talk more about that. The main thing I want to mention here, though, so it's kind of a broken play. But Preston, this is where you do not jump up. You do not jump up. Right? Because there's not much of a reward. And the risk is we have Adam, one of the most potent goal scorers, behind you. So this could have been a breakaway. This is where you got to be a little bit smarter. Don't just think, oh, offense, I want to score, I want to score. Got to play smart here. One more thing I want to mention here. Adam doesn't watch these videos, and he always just tries to go forward. So we'll talk to him. We're going to try to have him win it back. Other center, when you know his players just want to win it forward, just block them. Okay, let them push it forward and then block them. This one's pretty decent. Just a minor, with a slip up. I shouldn't say minor. It is a pretty big slip up. But Preston gets it, rolls back. Good job. Come back. You don't just push forward. Okay, Mariella, right when it wins towards his side, you should already be going back. Okay, don't just be a puck gravity, or what do you call it, puck magnet. Right? You don't just automatically go towards the puck. So stagger, give him a little bit of room. I like to see a slightly more of a stagger. Nixon, good job getting on the board. Make sure your butt's on the board. Now the big problem here though is David. So I know you're new, so if you're gonna remember anything, you're gonna go to the board. Board. We're not gonna pass it to you if you're in the middle. That's too dangerous. Go to the board. Centers, help him out. If you see him do something like that, if your winger's in the right spot. I talked about prioritizing the board if nobody's there, so get his back, go to the board instead. Other thing I want to point out too is Preston, after you pass it, you got to stagger again in case she messes up. You're not doing this like, oh, I passed her, I'm going to give and go. Because she screws up, we're in trouble. Although David inadvertently did go back. Right? So you see yourself push forward, wrong. Okay, you stagger back with her. Next, let's talk about the D-zone positioning. And this one is a bit of a train wreck, even from last season. So let's really clean this up. Alright, here the Caps are in the offensive zone. So you see the puck kind of gets stuck on the boards down here. So I'll pause it in just a sec, right here. Alright, so you see a 50-50 here. So we don't know who's going to win the battle. We're going to be conservative if it's a 50-50. We're not going to throw a third player in there. because Chase is left all by himself here. Patrick, that's your job to cover him. Or one of the D. In this case, it should be you since the 2D are already in there. Winger, I don't hate your position, but thankfully Amelia is not scooting up, which I'll talk about a little bit later. You should be more towards her so that the puck doesn't squirt out and she can just jump in and fire. So you should be towards her. If we happen to win it, then you gotta hustle to the board after. Lily, way too low. You should be up here. Up here. So let me pull something up real quick. Alright, just a quick reference. If I were to split the ice into quadrants like this, I'd want my D's down here and the center. All three of you are going to help out down here. And the wingers should be up here somewhere above this middle line. Right, that's not always the case, but most of the times I don't want to see you guys like down here because it doesn't help on the breakout or defensively. So you guys should stay up here somewhere. So we did a lot of drills like that last season. This season we'll probably do more of that. So similar thing in this clip. I'm not positive who the wingers are, but it's Aiden, David, maybe Worm. I think we're missing a center, but that's all right. The point I want to get at is you see how everyone's a bit too low. Good thing they made a change, but no one's on the D, right? We're all kind of just wandering. No one's on this side now. And the same with Amelia. John, you see that everyone's in there. You can cheat in more. I'll get back to that in a sec. Alright, so that's all I wanted to show. Alright, and this is a D-zone face-off, which I'll talk about, like I said, in the future, but Luca kind of told you before, you want to jump right at this defenseman. Right off the face-off. And you can even cheat and go there before he even drops it. Right, so you see here, our board is kind of wide open, right? Alright, there's one thing I just wanted to point out here, though, is I love Chase's energy. He doesn't give up on plays, and I want to see that from you guys. So, like, watch this. Kalohe gets it, and Chase hunts him down. I was like, I got to get back. All right, I love this. I love this energy. Borba, you usually have that energy. This is more a lack of awareness. You got to get the second person, too. And then we see a third person come in. We need someone else in the cap. Someone else has got to get this third person. Right? And this is what happens when you kind of just let up off the second person. So Mariella, left wide open by herself. And then it's like, yep. You got to know that in advance. With Chase, great hustle. You stopped that first play. Or at least you stopped it from becoming a breakaway. Lastly, let's go over the defensemen in the offensive zone. So this is what I'll see a lot. Coming back to this clip. We're going to see these two right on the line. Alright, not good. I want you to have the mentality that you want to score. But it's tricky because I also want you to prevent breakaways. So there's a delicate balance there. From this blue line, it's going to be very difficult to score. Even I won't score at a 12E level from the blue line. I don't have a blazing shot. So let's just play a little bit. So as I talked about earlier, Lily's too deep. Then you have the green light to just scoot way up here. Okay, you'll see Chase sneak in a little bit later, as we saw. Amelia, you're the other player here is that far. You can go ahead and start scooting up. When he gets the puck, I want you right in his face already. All right, I don't want you to do this thing. Let's delete these lines. I don't want you to do this thing where if he does get the puck, then you're already backing away and letting Nixon do whatever he wants. I want you right in his face. Just scoot up, scoot up, scoot up. And you're going to see me. Well, you'll see her scoot up because I'm kind of telling her, hey, Amelia, come in, come in. If I saw John, I would have told him too. It's like, Amelia, scoot up. So she scoots up a little. Okay, you can even scoot up more. And depending on the skill, like if this player is like a really, if you feel are a lot better, you can even cheat in more. You can even cheat in like there if you know you can catch him. Okay. All right, and then let me play a little bit more. And let me, does this look familiar to you guys? So you see Preston skate up? Okay. What does that look like? All right. By now you should have seen this video, but this is what that looks like. Very large gap. Alright, keep in mind, I want you to play defense like this. Alright, we're already gapping up quickly and you're angling them out. Alright, so watch this video again in case you're confused, but this is how I want you to defend. Alright, let's play the rest of this and you'll see Preston kind of easily walk around you. Okay. And there's a place for skating backward, which we'll talk about. You do want to get better at your backward skating, of course. but you don't have to do it all the time. I'll quickly talk about this, as I mentioned it earlier. But we don't need 4 guys down low. So John, tell one more player to back up. In this case, probably Bodie, maybe Adam. We gotta get Adam to learn some defense too. Right, and this is what I mean. Pretty far. I would scoot up, but yeah, you really want a defensive partner like right there, so they can't just rim it out. Okay. Alright, in this last clip here, again, we have too many players in too deep. Bodie, back up. See Amelia a bit far. Okay, so Bodie now backs up. And it doesn't help that you guys are holding hands. Right here, Bodie, you see Amelia's here. So you can, I guess you can go there, but talk to her. Tell her you got that side, or tell Amelia to go there and you cover the middle. Right? Try to be efficient about these things. And you're going to see Jackson light you guys up because, okay, you guys aren't angling. You're just skating backward. So, I mean, she doesn't even have to skate that fast. You can't see Bodie there, but he was doing the same thing when I saw the other view. Okay, and he scores a beautiful goal. Alright, you guys have got to make it way harder on him. So again, instead of skating backward, angle up. That's what all those angling drills are for. Gap up, give him no breathing room, skate forward with him. Alright, so those are all the clips. Sorry, it's about 15 minutes long. I want to make it shorter, but I want you guys to see how all these videos I sent you apply in your actual games. Right? That's the key. Apply, okay? I think a lot of you guys have seen these videos over and over, but you're not applying it on the ice, and that's the key. You see these things, connect the dots. Okay, don't be on autopilot when you're on the ice. Use your brain. Think out there. I know it slows you down initially, but you have to think about these things to get better, and then it'll start becoming automatic, okay? All right, I'll see you guys soon.